What is up, YouTube? I'm going to be walking you through how I achieved my dream physique in 24 weeks, working 60-hour weeks, spending less than 4 hours in the gym through tracking calories and progressive overload. And this method has worked for over 25 men just like you without needing to make fitness their entire career, without sacrificing career time or time with family, or without giving up favorite foods and doing hours of cardio. So, men working 9 to 5 or longer hours, you ever lie in bed wondering how you let it get this far? Long days, dragging yourself to the gym, skipping meals, trying to eat clean, but your stomach is still soft and you still have skinny arms. You avoid photos, you keep your shirt on, you feel embarrassed around your girl, or you feel embarrassed around talking to other girls, and your just confidence is taking the hit, right? Here is the truth, guys. If you don't fix this now, this is going to become your life. You're going to feel tired, frustrated, and stuck. And in 5 years, you're going to hate that you didn't change when you had the chance. And I've been there. I can show you the way out. So here is how I use progressive overload and macro manipulation to drop 20 pounds and go from skinny fat to fit. Let's give it a watch.
Hey, welcome to the progressive overload and macro manipulation training. All right. It's how I went from this, tubs, man boobs, all arms, to go to this, with the abs, the pecs, the jawline, from 180 pounds to 160 pounds. So let's get into it. The truth about getting in shape that nobody tells you. You can still be in very good shape without excessive hours in the gym and still be enjoying good tasting food, all while making progress towards your dream body. But most men fail because they don't understand these simple things: how to track your calories, how to be efficient with your time and energy in the gym, and how to use macro manipulation for the best results instead of finding a quick fix like you've been doing. The mistake most people in your position make: most people try to lose fat and stop being skinny fat by hopping on the treadmill and start eating salads for all of their meals. They try to eat more protein and have chicken breasts and protein shakes for all their meals, if not salads, or with salads, but they never verify to see if that approach works. Losing weight and losing fat are not the same thing, and you need to lose weight while building muscle. Doing what most people do will make you lose weight, which is fat and muscle. But the problem with this is that, yes, while you're losing weight and the scale's going down, you're losing fat and muscle. And that's not ideal because we want to keep all of our muscle on, and that's hard to sustain. 90% of people who lose weight end up gaining it all back, leaving them skinny fat within the same year. We don't want that to happen. What is the best diet, right? We've heard of fancy diets like intermittent fasting, keto, carnivore, or paleo, and there are good and bad with each of these diets. And the thing is that with these diets, you'll see results, but not the best results that you can get for your body or sustain. Why? Because they are not enjoyable. But the diet that stands above all these other diets is a bodybuilder's diet. Think about it. A bodybuilder is a professional with manipulating the body, whether that's to put on size and muscle or shred fat in a short period of time. So why wouldn't we use a bodybuilder's diet to achieve a certain look that we want with our body? A bodybuilder's diet is flexible, balanced, likable, and most of all, sustainable. Consistency is the key to success in any part of life, and not just fitness. Now I'm going to outline the entire process on how I used macro manipulation and progressive overload to shred fat and pack on muscle in 90 days. This is a simple guide. For cutting, we've got 90 days of losing fat, shredding, leaning out, creating an environment to build as much muscle as possible while shredding down fat, focusing on progressive overload with slightly higher volume and rep ranges, lowering food intake and optimizing macros for the best possible results, and progressively increasing cardio. Then for bulking, 90 days of reverse dieting and slowly increasing calories, lowering volume and increasing intensity in training, progressively increasing our food intake, maintaining our cardio consistency, and allowing the least amount of fat to be put on if all of that is done. Now I'm going to show you how I optimized each stage, bulking and cutting, so I no longer was being held back by mistakes I didn't even know that I was making. And this is a process that I used and still do use for myself and all of my clients to shred fat and pack on muscle. Here's all the sauce. All right, so I'm going to be talking about training, nutrition, and recovery. Let's go from this to this. For training, we want to focus on intensity, reps in reserve, training until failure. For form, we want to focus on alignment, the eccentric and the concentric. We want to focus on progressive overload, slowly increasing weights or reps every week. For nutrition, we want to know our macros and calories needed for our desired outcome. We want to use refeeds, aka cheat meals. We want to know the best sources of each macronutrient. And for recovery, focus on enough sleep, meal timing, and rest days. For the training portion of cutting, we want to focus on high reps with form and intensity mastery, building a solid mind-muscle connection, higher volume to increase your daily energy expenditure, and increasing cardio over time. For the nutrition side of cutting, we want to be focusing on optimizing our nutrition to make fat loss the highest priority, hitting our protein goal of 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. We want to hit our fat goal to maintain hormones and cell function. And lastly, we want to include carbs. Yes, include carbs to maintain and maximize our performance in the gym. When it comes to the training aspect of bulking, We want to focus on intensity and hitting PRs weekly to maximize muscle growth, lowering the volume and reps for the most strength output, ensuring growth, and maintaining a cardio level to reduce fat gain. For the nutrition side of bulking, we want to gradually increase calories to ensure growth by feeding the muscle the required macronutrients. We want to incorporate mini cuts to regain a higher metabolism, and we want to incorporate cheat meals so that we're still enjoying our diet. And even after knowing everything that I told you, you could still be held back from getting the body that you want. And that's because consistency and discipline is the key to success, not only in achieving your dream body, but in your life as well. Now, I want you to imagine a door opens up in front of you, and the person who walks out is the best version of yourself who's gone through a transformation, who's down the weight, who looks amazing in clothes. How do you think he looks, acts, carries himself, or how he thinks? Okay, imagine that. That future you, that person could be you if you stuck to a plan.
So now that we've gone over the strategies I use with my clients, here's my story, right? At 17 years old, I started my fitness journey and I hated the way I looked in the mirror, right? This is literally a picture of me. I felt stuck in a body that didn't match the confidence I wanted. It literally showed in everything I did. I was quiet, self-conscious, and I second-guessed myself. And I just wanted better friendships, more attention from girls, and to feel proud of who I was. But my body held me back, and I hid under baggy clothes, avoided pictures, and I skipped social events. One day I decided enough was enough and that I had to change, not just how I looked, but how I felt about myself. I didn't know where to start, so I turned to YouTube and Instagram for advice, but it was a big mistake. I heard everything, crazy different advice from eat chicken, rice, and broccoli in every single meal. And I tried it all: strict diets, insane meal plans, and it was all advice from people who didn't understand my struggles. And I ended up gaining a bunch of weight, literally going from this to this, gaining a bunch of weight. Then I tried starving myself to lose body fat, eating little as 1,500 calories a day for months. I'd go home starving from work and I literally would devour everything. It was crazy. It was a constant cycle of starving and binging that left me bloated, sluggish, and drained. It felt like I was just stuck and unhappy with my body, and I was just unsure how to fix it. I was disgusted by my appearance. I felt unmotivated and I had no goals. I was completely lost. And back then, I was working a minimum wage grocery job, struggling financially, and feeling like I had no purpose or respect. I knew it was time to start taking action and transforming my life. So I began working 40-hour work weeks at the grocery store while also studying nutrition in college. I was the hardest worker there, grinding for an entire year. And eventually I realized if I could work this hard for someone else, why wasn't I working as hard for my own goals? And this realization changed everything. And I realized I needed effective time management, a proper diet, the right training, consistency, discipline, and accountability. Then I returned to the gym after this realization with a completely different mindset. I started tracking my calories, focused on progressive overload, the topics I shared to you above, and that allowed me to lose fat, build muscle at the same time. And this is the result. After years of staying dedicated, seeking the right guidance, hiring my own coach, and surrounding myself with supportive people, I achieved my dream physique. And not only did my body transform, but so did my confidence and mindset. And that's why I shifted, becoming a coach, getting certified as a PT and nutrition coach, and started creating content to coach men so that they could also experience this transformation. So now let's talk about my lifestyle a bit now, right? Here are a couple lessons that I've learned. I've learned to fuel your body the right way. With this, I know how to eat to sustain long work hours and tough work hours. Eat tough workouts, even with 10 to 12 hour shifts and training. I've learned balance without restriction. I've discovered how to balance a busy fitness lifestyle with vacations, work dinners, and social events. And now I can enjoy the foods I love without feeling guilty. I've learned how to fit in workouts even when life gets busy. And I went from a skinny fat kid who I saw in the mirror to a confident jack leader who takes life head on. And now I can wear what I want, take my shirt off, and feel proud of myself. And I've built a successful fitness business that's allowed me to change lives of dozens of men and allowed me to move to Bali for half a year to focus on growing on it. So I have an opportunity for you because the truth is you don't need more information. You've had Google your whole life and it's still brought you to the place where you're at right now. If that was the key, you'd already have the life and body you'd want. What you need is the right plan and the right support to keep you consistent and accountable. I promise you it would change your life. Here's me with a bunch of high level executives. We did a cold plunge and a run that day, and how this opportunity has made a difference for others. Seb lost 10 pounds in 8 weeks. Literally, Now he looks like a superhero thanks to a focused push-pull leg split tailored to his busy schedule. And um, he thought the program was too expensive, but he realized he was spending more on fast food than what the programming costed, and he decided to invest in himself. And with my guidance, he was able to lose 10 pounds in just the first 8 weeks. Going from this to this, crazy. This is Henrik, right? Henrik was overwhelmed with his 50-hour work weeks and felt like he didn't have time to commit to a fitness plan. But after working with me, we created a time-efficient workout and nutrition plan that fit into his busy lifestyle. And in just 10 weeks, he lost 22 pounds. This is Isaac. He bulked up 23 pounds of muscle in 16 weeks. He came to me overwhelmed after a breakup, wanting to prove himself that he could do this on his own good. He was unsure with nutrition and motivation and where to start. But after working with me, we developed a personalized plan that helped him focus on simple, effective exercises. This is Nathan. He dropped 38 pounds in 13 weeks with full-time school and work, struggling with binge eating, missing workouts, and poor sleep. But he was able to drop 38 pounds in 13 weeks. This is my client, Jose, currently training for an Ironman. He was caught in the dirty bulk crash cycle, eating everything in sight to gain weight, but as a full-time engineer at Ironman, it just was not sustainable. Working with me, we created a muscle-focused meal structure that fueled his endurance training while actually packing on lean size. And this is my client, Dylan, who dropped 20 pounds in 16 weeks, a full-time university student at a high-level program, also working part-time. He had the drive, but he just didn't know where to start. And we just stripped it back to the basics. And because of this, he was able to build real muscle, drop 20 pounds, and stop second-guessing himself. If all of these clients and many more can pull it off, would you at least want to hear more, right? Because you can make these results too. Why am I so confident in what I'm about to offer, right? Because these are just a couple stats. I'll give you a second to look this over, but here's a big one. Clients' average weight loss per week, 2.74 pounds, inches off the waist, people who build sustainable habits, and much more. This is for people who want to finally feel confident, want a body that they're proud to show off of, want energy that keeps them going all day, want to stop guessing about what to eat, want support to keep them on track, and who are tired of seeing no results. This is not for you if you're not patient, if you're a quitter, and if you're not making fitness a priority or willing to. Here's why you're failing right now, all right? Number one, you've been following programs that just give you a plan, but tell you that you need to figure it out. It's why you fall off track. There's no one to hold you accountable or stop you from making excuses. You need someone who ensures you're following through on what you say you're going to every single day. Second, we've got training because your workouts are not designed for progress. You don't know how many reps or sets to do or how to progressively overload. You're probably not even tracking your lifts. And third, we have diet. You think you're eating right, but your results say otherwise. You don't know how to track your calories or macros or adjust them to make progress. Common concerns that my clients had before working with me. What if I don't have time, right? Well, Isaac caught this too. He worked 50-hour work weeks, but with a time-efficient plan, he fit in effective sessions without sacrificing family or work. And that's why he bulked up 23 pounds. What if I tried other programs and didn't get results? Well, Henrik had tried multiple other programs without success, and that's why with me, we broke down his goals and tailored workouts and nutrition specifically for him. That's why he was able to drop 22 pounds. And what if you're not motivated enough to stick to a program? My client Leo struggled with motivation and consistency, but with accountability, he stayed committed. And in 6 weeks, he lost 10 pounds, transformed his body, and became more motivated and confident. So here are the 6 fundamentals to a jack physique and winning mindset. Mindset shifting. All right. Break free from the limiting beliefs that have held you back your entire life. Create a growth mindset that empowers you to succeed in every aspect of life. It's not an overnight accomplishment, but we prepare you for the toughest challenges of your life. We do this by rewiring your mindset, implementing good habits, and becoming self-aware. I'll teach you the habits I use to overcome my insecurities, limiting beliefs, and mental barriers. Workout plans tailored to your life. Optimal workout plans, which I'll provide you with a tailored workout plan that fits your schedule, designed specifically for your body, muscle groups you want to bring up, maximizing your time and efficiency in the gym while you enjoy the process. You'll enjoy a workout plan designed to leave you feeling fantastic after a work session, making sure you walk out of the gym with mental clarity and a pump that skyrockets your confidence. Third, we've got custom diet and meal plans. All right, adaptive meal plans, because you're going to need a customized meal plan tailored to your body and your specific goals. One that works for one person may not work for you. So we ensure that you have a straightforward diet and grocery list to follow. You can still enjoy your favorite foods. It's not going to be a bland chicken, rice, and broccoli diet. You'll be educated on how to still include your favorite foods while building muscle and losing fat. So you can sustain this way of eating and keep the weight off for the rest of your life. Like-minded community. This is a big one. The biggest mistake I see is the belief that the journey of self-improvement is a lonely one. But in reality, there are thousands of others who share your same mindset and goals. You need to connect with people who have the same ambitions as you to keep you accountable. And my aim is to create a space where you can share your journey, support one another, and hold others accountable. This program is designed to push your boundaries and help you achieve your personal and fitness goals. I offer weekly video trainings and group calls to make sure that you have the areas of growth that you require covered so that you can learn about mindset, lifestyle, and the fundamentals of consistency while maintaining a fitness journey with so much more. So here's a place to connect with others if you don't have a lot of support around you. Relentless accountability. If you're not seeing progress in life, it often indicates a lack of accountability. This is something that I attempted and it felt isolating and overwhelming. There's only one solution to this. You need to surround yourself with friends who share your goals. Friends who won't let you slack off because you're not feeling because you're feeling tired and unmotivated. If you don't reach the but the right community is going to support you on your journey, even when you stumble. This is what made the difference for me. I didn't have the community while building my physique, and if I had people checking in on me to make sure I stayed on track with workouts, diet, cardio, and habits, it would have been the most crucial thing in achieving my physique and overcoming my insecurities. Number 6, we got premium access to me. By working with me, you gain direct access to my knowledge. You can ask me questions, request more informative content, and more. It's literally like having me in your back pocket to ask questions anytime, and I will treat you like my number one priority. My clients are my everything. So you can enjoy personalized support and mentorship from myself and my team. We make sure you receive guidance and motivation you need to achieve your goals. I promise you, man, no one wants to see you more than I do. And some people are charging $4,000 for programs like this. But if I could get you the results faster, easier, and with zero risk, I'll give you a proven plan, personalized support at a fraction of the cost. So if all that were true, would you at least not be a bit more interested? So here is the 6-step process for your transformation. Mindset shifting, tailored workout plans, quick and easy meal plans, like-minded community, relentless accountability, and premium access to me. And here are a couple frequently asked questions. How much does it cost? That's a good question. And it's kind of like asking a real estate agent for a price on a house they haven't seen yet, right? I need to know where you're starting from to tell you what level of support you're actually going to need. But I can say that most of my guys say it's the best investment they've ever made. How is this different from me just going to the gym and figuring it out on my own? Well, you've been doing that and you're still where you're at right now, because the problem isn't effort, it's having a solution and system that's built for you. That is the solution. How fast will I see results? That's a good question. And most guys feel different in the first 1 to 2 weeks. And by weeks 4 to 6, you'll feel real changes in the mirror. And by 12 weeks, or if not before, your coworkers are going to ask what you've been doing. What if you're super busy and travel for work? Well, then you're just like my client, Henrik. He was in sales, always on the road, training 3 to 4 times a week for under an hour, following a customized plan that fit in his routine. Do you need a gym membership? You don't. At the end of the day, it does help. But if you want to work at home, you can start off with that, because I've had my client Rick start with just 2 dumbbells and he still got leaner without paying for a gym, right? Do I have to cut out alcohol and eating out? Nope. I'm going to teach you how to fit it in and build your nutrition around your lifestyle so that you can still fit in your work meetings. What if you have no motivation? That's normal, because motivation follows results, not the other way around. My client Seb, he came in feeling drained. But 2 weeks in, after losing his first few pounds and feeling stronger, he felt way more motivated. How long do the workouts take? 45 minutes or 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week. That's all you need. If my stomach has a soft look and I have skinny arms, then this is exactly who it's for, because most guys are stuck there. Not super, super, super overweight. You may be, but you may also not have a lot of muscle. You got the soft stomach and you got low energy, just like my client Isaac started off. Fortunately, we were able to fix that. What if I've never followed a structured program before? Well, that's perfect because a lot of my clients came to me in that specific situation. And that's why we just simplified everything for him, teaching him what to do in the gym, what to eat, how to track, and that's why you end up dropping 22 pounds. This is a plug and play system, and if you follow the steps, you will win. I promise you that. What if I do everything you tell me and I don't see results? Well, if this has never happened, but if you do follow every step of the program and don't see results you were expecting, I'll send you all your money back plus $50 for pizza so that you can at least say the one time you work with me, you got your money's worth. But I'm so confident that this isn't going to happen. But I still offer it for you so you have no risk. What's included in the program? So again, customized training tailored to you, personalized nutrition coaching, no boring meal plans, direct access to me anytime, weekly check-ins and adjustments, video trainings, private client group for extra support. It's like having Google Maps for fitness, so you'll always know exactly what to do. And what happens after the program ends? Well, you'll have the skills to keep progressing on your own, but most guys stick with me because they want that continued guidance for the next level of fitness and health. So here are the next steps. If you're ready to build a shredded physique alongside your full-time job without having to spend hours in the gym or days cooking meals, then book a free 20-minute call to go over how to reach your goals and your fitness struggles and come up with a game plan to help you get there. So go ahead and pick a time. In the meantime, I can wait here. And here's the best case. All right, you book the call, we come up with a simple, realistic plan that fits your life, and you start finally building muscle, losing fat, and feeling more confident in your body again. You're proud to take off your shirt, people notice the changes, and you got the energy and motivation you've been missing. And from a few months from now, you'll look back and wonder why you didn't do this sooner. And the worst case, you book the call, we talk about your goals, we decide it's not the right time, and you leave with more clarity, a better understanding of what's been holding you back, and an exact plan that you can use on your own when you're ready. So either way, you've got nothing to lose. And my guarantee is that I've never had a client who has not received the results they've wanted during the program. If you do the workouts, eat the foods, answer the check-ins, and don't see results, you get all your money back. And again, this has never happened. So if you book a call in the next 24 hours, here are some bonuses you get access to. You get a restaurant and takeout survival guide. You get a grocery list cheat sheet, a supplement simplified guide, one-to-one accountability monthly call, quick workouts for busy days, a mindset and motivation masterclass, $50 off your first your month, and a results or pizza guarantee, right? Where I refund you $50 if you follow the plan and don't get results. So the link to book a call is in the description of this video. So go ahead and pick a time. I'll wait here. Appreciate you watching this, man. Look forward to speaking to you on the call. Peace.